Hey everybody, Crazy Marty here. I just got a final test done on the solar system up on the roof here, the 3 panels. It's really kind of tricked the way I got this thing set up. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's actually 2 solar systems on this whole trailer when it's all said and done. One of the parts that I just finally got around to getting everything set up and tested works. I was really surprised. It's all been total theory up till now. It's actually pretty freaking cool the way this thing works, because it's hard to explain, but this is only part 1 of a 2-part solar system for this trailer. And I got another video I'm going to be putting up here on the roof that I just painted, and I got it all coated white with some coating stuff. Anyways, check this out. This thing, like I said, this actually turned out really freaking cool. It's kind of technical for you guys, so you're gonna like it, especially the ham guys. Those you guys will understand it completely. The way this thing's set up is I also have a controller in my truck. It's an isolator slash controller for a solar system. So now I can connect the roof solar, which is controlled inside the trailer in here, and then it goes to the truck, and if the trailer or the truck voltage drops below a certain voltage, it'll isolate the truck or the trailer from each other. So that way we always have a good battery on the truck. It's forward back feed system. It's actually kind of cool. So I'm inside the back of the trailer here. There are 3 solar panels up on the roof. They come in currently from over here, running through the disconnect switch so I can turn the solar panels off. It goes up through the MWP connector. Anyways, it goes through this pulse modulation with thing. All right, then it goes through the circuit breaker there. Well, currently I don't have any batteries in the trailer. All I've got is this jumper wire here that is. It's definitely getting a little warm. So I'll have to. Anyways, that's what's making it go right now. So right now I got voltage going into the ground on the trailer, and out here through this 100 amp breaker and this 1-aught cable. The cable was installed at the factory. I had them run this in here, so they run it all the way across here to the front. There's the ham antenna. So here's my 1-aught cable coming in right here, and it comes into my battery box, which is empty because all the batteries are going to be in the back of the trailer now, because I'm going to have lithium-ion batteries back there. So right now I've got the 1-aught cable, which connects up to the wire connection here, which basically runs all the house wiring. And then it comes out of here and it goes into the circuit breaker. Now, the circuit breaker, it has one wire that goes up through here, which goes to my umbilical cord to my truck. But I also have a second solar system in here, which is now saying, oh look, we have voltage. So this is an MPPT charger. This will be for the ground array, because I've got a 500 watt ground array that I can take and connect onto this. And yeah, I mean, because when you park a trailer somewhere, you always try to park it in the shade. So I'll be able to connect the solar onto that, then I can just tie the door closed. That way it always has cooling, you know, but it's still protected from the weather, because I didn't want to have it in the back of the trailer. So it needs to be out here where I can get to it. Now we'll go to the up here to the. So what I have here, this is a 100 amp power plug for lift gates for a diesel. So I'm a diesel mechanic, so I went ahead and just put all diesel stuff on this. So anyways, these are number 6 cables here, and they are connected to the truck. So from the cables in the back, the power then runs up into this solar slash, this is a solar controller slash isolator disconnect system. It basically isolates the truck from everything, but when your voltage is above 13.2, I think it is, something like that, for 7 seconds, then it makes the connection, and it allows the truck and the trailer, or whatever its connection to be charging. But it works both directions, which is kind of cool. So it senses voltage on one side or the other, and it says, okay, the voltage is high on this side, go ahead and connect and work. But if the voltage on the trailer side drops, then it disconnects my truck to save the truck battery, so I never have a dead battery. It is controlled up here next to the radios. All right, so I've got the this is the solar controller here. This lamp indicates that it is actually connected and allowing amperage and voltage to flow through the switch. So the switch is connected. Oh, look, it just turned itself off because it said it's detecting something. It's doing its job. It's protecting my truck. And this is where the ham radio, the HF rig, is set up here. So I've got my HF rig. It goes up to a splitter here. So I've got an A and B switch. I can connect another antenna on here, which then will go up to my base station setup antenna. But while we're driving, I will have the mobile Scorpion antenna available. At some point, I would like to take and put an amplifier in the back of this thing here. Since I do have 800 watts of AC power right there, I can get a 500 watt amplifier in the back of this thing. So in conclusion on this thing, the way this whole thing works is I can charge the truck from the trailer, or I can charge the trailer from the truck. I can charge the truck from the generator. I can charge the trailer from the generator. I can charge the generator from the truck, and the generator from all the sun and everything else from the sun. So this has all been total theory from parts and pieces that I found on the internet that said that it does this, but I had no way of verifying it. Now I know that it works. I'm happy. This thing is starting to shape up. So there you go, fellow ham operators. This is what I've got set up so far for my mobile rig. Oh, by the way, this is a water treatment system behind me here that I can produce 3 gallons a minute of fresh, clean drinking water. I can pull water out of any creek, river, and it'll pump this stuff out at 3 gallons a minute. So, and it chlorinates it too. So it makes fresh, clean, safe, potable drinking water out of any creek or river. And just so you have an idea what's coming up in the future videos, I've got to deal with 4-aught cable. Everybody likes that stuff, right? I do. Crazy Marty, KK6OEF.